What up, y'all? I cannot believe that it is April. Like, I'm sitting here doing a stewardship assessment and I'm looking over my spreadsheet. I'm like, it's April? How? Like, I feel like it really just hit me. Even though I had my personal retreat and I knew what time it was, I knew it was come to the second quarter, it just still blows my mind that time really moves this fast. So anyways, I just want to let you guys know that what I'm doing right now this afternoon is a stewardship assessment. And this is something I've been doing, I'd probably say for a few years now, at least 5+ years. And I call it a stewardship assessment because I've been given funds, money, I believe blessings from God to be able to steward over. And so I look at my income, my outcome, invoices I need to do, credit cards that need to be paid off. How am I sticking with my budget? Is something going over, something under? I have more equity. Is there something I need to spend money on this week? I do my P&Ls for my all of my businesses, and I just keep them up to date. I use Google Sheets because it's the easiest thing right now for me to use and track everything. I eventually would love to use a different type of system, and I'd eventually love for somebody else to take over these. But at the same time, I still will keep a close eye on all of my business dealings because people get played, and I ain't trying to get played when it comes to them and their money. It blows my mind how many people get robbed out of their own money because somebody in finance is mean. So anyways, stewardship assessments, these are something I try to do weekly. If life gets too hectic, then I make sure I do them bi-weekly. And I know that I'm really off course when I'm doing them monthly. So that's also a signal to me that I need to sit down, slow down, and take some time to really see what's going on, because I believe that the better I am when it comes to my funds, as far as stewarding them in the right way, I believe that God will bless me with more of them. So that's it. That's the tip. It's also Financial Literacy Month. And so if you don't do a stewardship assessment at least once a month, then maybe this might be something that you should do, just so that way you're aware of what's going on with your money. I think it's really helpful. So that is it. I'm going to get back to this and continue on with my Monday.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of a Frugal Athlete podcast. Today we got a very special guest, someone that we don't have enough time to, talk about all her accolades. She is amazing in so many ways. A former professional basketball player, a coach, serial entrepreneur, runs multiple businesses, has countless degrees. The list can go on and on, but I want to do it justice without properly introducing Arisa Wilson, aka Coach Reese. But we're gonna get all into the nitty and gritty of what she's up to, how she helps, professional and student athletes, and just her mindset, because I'm, for one, am excited for you guys to learn, but also for her to share her story. But without further ado, Coach Reese, how you doing today?
Yo, I'm excited to be here. Ever since we planned this, I was like, I'm looking forward to it. The first time we connected, the energy was there. I mean, even at the beginning of this call, we're speaking the same language. So I am doing, I'm well. Everything is going on. A lot of things are going good, and some things are not necessarily going bad, but they're just a part of the adversity that it takes to be who we're trying to be. So I literally, if I'm going to complain, it's because I'm looking for a solution. I believe complaining is necessary to progress, but as long as it's solution based. So, but this is not a complaining session. So I'm excited to talk with you today. What up, y'all? It has been a good, productive morning. Got some good work done on the dissertation, had a really good breakfast, eggs, spinach, and peppers. And then I had a 30-minute session with Apple, just getting some things worked with my Mac. Then I had a podcast, or I was a guest on a podcast, the Frugal Athlete podcast. It was amazing. I'm so grateful to be able to be a guest on it. Definitely you'll see the information when that goes down. Now I'm changing over one of my rooms. I got Airbnb guests about to check in a little bit. So I've got the room changed over, about to get this vacuumed up. I've already cleaned it. Now I just have to do this, the vacuum in, and then I'm on to whatever's next on the calendar. So Tuesday's been a good day. Energy feels good. I'm excited.
That we've held, and I can kind of tell you what those have looked like.
Yeah, and that works for me. Like I said, budget is the best because everybody's budget looks different, from school to nonprofit to different organizations. So I can type this up as far as what you've been looking for, ideas of what I think, and then you can let me know a estimated budget that you all might have, and then we can go from there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Sounds great.
All right. So it is Wednesday afternoon. My energy is feeling really good. What's strange, or I'm finding kind of cool, is that I haven't had coffee the last couple of days. Like usually I would need coffee probably about an hour ago, but I haven't needed it. So shout out to that. One thing I did do is I stopped taking melatonin at nighttime because I wasn't able to get up in the morning because it was doing its job. So by the time I went to bed and the time it was for me to wake up, I realized I was groggy and sleepy still. So I stopped taking that and I'm able to get up at the time that I need to. Anyways, it's not what this is about. I made a dope salad that I'm really excited about and some chicken. Let me show you here. Boom. About to get some work done. Had to switch up the location to the kitchen, but I went to the bank today to do some business banking account stuff for task leads. And the lady, not even the teller, like she was the business banker, was extremely rude, and my energy was high, and she was so rude. I was like, okay, her energy is off. And I said, okay, just give it a minute. And then I was like, I can't do this. I said, you're being I didn't tell her she was being rude, but I just was like, your energy is off. I gotta go. She was like, okay, here you go. And like gave me my stuff. And it was the weirdest interaction ever. But my thought here is don't allow anybody's negative energy to ruin yours. You don't have to deal with that regardless of what the situation is. But it has been a great day. I've had, I think, 4 meetings so far. I thought I was gonna have 5, now I have 6. So I've had 4. It is 5 o'clock. I'm eating a meal, getting some meal prep going. About to have 3 more meetings. So I don't know how many I've had, but I've got 3 more. And I'm feeling good. I'm grateful. I feel really good for it to be a Wednesday, and it's cool to check in. Y'all, I can't even begin to tell you how fire the conversation I just had was. The power of prayer, discernment, and hearing in being vulnerable led me to being able to have this conversation. And I'm filled. I'm like, I'm there. I'm full. I'm fueled. And I'm excited to get rocking. The meetings that I've had today have been nothing but 100% confirmation that I'm heading in the right direction. I'm doing the right thing with the right heart. And now I've got people who are going to help me really build this out. And so I am grateful, and I wanted to make sure that that was because this is built for this. This is a vlog. And so I'm going to look back at this in this moment and remember how I felt today and why and how I felt the days prior to this, and how God just sent me the confirmation that I needed. So we about to get it, y'all. Just know that. In agreement with this is because I was on the other side of that. My mom passed away intestate. I didn't know what that meant till I had to know what that meant, right? And you talk about probate, can't stand the word. Why? Because it impeded my grieving ability. It impeded my grieving process, right? Intestate, probate, what are all these things? And so at the young age of 26, I'm having to figure this out. Single mom, right? Party of 1, single mom, only child. That sucks. And so, I'm grateful for the Garretts, obviously, for helping me, as much as they could. And then another mentor, Tony Brooks. Those are the 3 people that kind of really helped me shape the thought process. But outside of that, majority of it, I was on my own, trying to figure out, going to the attorneys, having conversations with them, sprinting from work, printing papers off here, trying to do this, sitting in courtrooms before practice, after, like, it just was exhausting. I can sitting in a courtroom with paperwork with my mother's death certificate, trying to figure out, I had to buy her house because and for backstory, my mom passed in her sleep. So it was a natural cause out of nowhere. And this is why it's so important. And I've always had the passion, the thought process after I got through this to be like, people need to know. I don't care how scary it might be to have this conversation. Do not put your kids through that. It wasn't fun. I thank God for the strength, but it was It was horrible. I built up a hard heart. I was angry. I got real resentful, you know, in a lot of different ways. And I thank God that I'm able to now release some of that, but it's not fun, simply because and I don't think she had the knowledge and information. She didn't have this conversation, right? And nor did she think that she was gonna pass either. Nope, none of us knew. So whether you think you are going to, if you have anything, right, and you're in the state of your life and you have anything, and you, like, I don't even have kids right now, but I got a will. I know where all my stuff is going, and I trust that that person is going to do what needs to be done with it. And I don't have any kids at this moment, so hopefully I don't pass until after that happens. But I have stuff. I have a legacy. And so I think that it is, especially within the Black and brown community, the numbers I don't have right now, but the last time I checked, I think it was about 70% of Black and brown folks do not have wills set up, do not have life insurance. We just don't have this stuff because, again, this is where we're coming at: social and financial equity. Yes, it's not there. We're not having the combos. We're afraid of the combos. They're big things, and we don't want to die, but it happens even when we don't want it to, right? So that subject right there is, I think, one of the most important that is on my heart, because it is ridiculously traumatizing for a kid to have to go through that experience and grieve the loss of whoever that person may be, and then have to figure out how to handle everything. So thank you for bringing it up. Thank you for bringing that to light. I hope that people take action, whether you think, oh, I don't have anything or not. Even if you have debt. As a real estate agent, I had to deal with that when I was selling somebody's home. Their mom died and they just had debt. And it was like, and they had a house, they had to sell it. Like, have your stuff in order. Get organized as much as you can to... What up, y'all? It is Saturday night, and as you can see, I look tired, because I've been tired, and I fell asleep multiple different times today. That's how I know that I'm tired. If I'm just like out of it. I fell asleep getting a chair massage earlier. Man, if I wasn't in conversation during my stretch, I would have fell asleep then. I fell asleep on the couch multiple times. I'm not remembering stuff. I don't know if it's like period brain, period tiredness, or just flat out just being drained. Regardless, I got a little bit of work done today just because I had to allow my brain the time to just breathe. Outside of that, now it's about 9 o'clock and I'm just now getting dinner because I've just been out of it all day. So I'm making my favorite meal, which is going to make me feel good, and it is chicken wings and sweet potato fries. Air fryer. I make them my way. I love them. One thing, the reason why I love it is because, like, one, this meal somewhere else would be like $20, which is crazy. Two, I can eat it and it doesn't make my stomach hurt. If you know me, I have a sensitive stomach when it comes to certain foods, and so knowing that I can make this meal and I'm not gonna have a stomach ache and I can eat and enjoy it is my favorite thing. So wings are in the air fryer right now. Sweet potato fries are about to go in, and I'm gonna catch up on some shows so that way I can go into Sunday and start the week off on a totally different note, hopefully being refreshed and refilled. Let's get after these wings. I'm gonna show you how you get it done.
So this song is dedicated to you.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a behind the scenes on how I rock with these wings, okay? So I season them. I didn't show you that part just because I just did. The camera's in the room, but I season them, and then once I season them, then I toss them and throw them in the air fryer. So I let them get a little crispy, boom boom, both sides, and then this is the special part right here, okay? Oh shit, that would have been sad. The key. You could eat them just like this, naked, right? Like some people like their wings, you know what I'm saying? Just like that, nice and you know, crispy. That's cool. It's got a good season on it, got a good texture, all that. But I like mine's wet for the most part, you dig? So I've never tried a dry rub, which I could. I don't know. I like them. I like them wet. I like how I do it. How I'm about to show you how I do it. So, boom. You get them rocking. They sit pretty, just like this. Okay. Now, this is what you do. You take honey. I love me some honey. Honey on it. Nice and sticky, icky. Then you take your barbecue sauce, whatever sauce you like. And you do all this after you done cooked them on both sides, right? So now you're just trying to get the sauce to be in there, you know? Just get it good. Dress it up. So wings you could have ate before, but now you just give them a little extra loving. Extra McLovin'. Now, we're gonna take this, put the lid on. Man. Shake them up. Shake them up, 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 shake them up. Woo. And then woo. Woo. Now you got, so let me get here in the light. You know what I'm saying? Now they all, you know what I'm saying, juicy whoop whoop, but then you gotta put them back in. Put them back in the air fryer, just a little bit, couple more minutes. And while these are doing their thing in the air fryer, the sweet potatoes are doing their job. So everything will be done at the same time. Already poured my glass of wine. Show is already ready to go. Gucci. Alright, y'all, you gotta see this. Ooh, baby boy. That's what you want him to look like. You know what I'm saying? You could probably hear him shizzling. Woo. Yes, sir. Boom. Great morning, y'all. It is Sunday. Happy Resurrection Day. I'm about to install some new shower rods to give some more space in both of the baths and both of the showers. So that's how I'm starting my Sunday. I've already done my devotion, spent time with the Lord, different things like that. Ask for forgiveness for my sins. Thank God for forgiving for my sins. Thank God for dying for my sins, all that stuff. So now I'm about to do this, then got some other things to do, and then gonna just enjoy the rest of the day. So watch as I build this.